Let's go.
Sometimes I feel like a superhero, breaking out of my chains like a superhero, ride around with my cape like a superhero, powered up by faith like a superhero. Sometimes I feel like a superhero, breaking out of my chains like a superhero, riding around with my cape like a superhero, powered up by faith like a superhero.
So today is an exciting day. Today is the start of my MSF course, 3-day course, and mine starts today. And I'm really excited about it just because I finally get my motorcycle endorsement, assuming I pass. But anyway, it's about a 40-minute drive from where I'm at, so I'm headed there now. I'm taking mine to the Harley Davidson. So, yeah, super excited about it. I'm really nervous at the same time. Like, I typically retain knowledge pretty well. I don't know why, I'm really nervous about it just because I don't want to fail, like, you know. But I know today is mainly just the testing part on the first day. So, yeah, after the testing, hopefully I pass everything, man. Because $275 is a lot of money. Yeah. Been riding about a month. Well, a little over a month now. And I'm just not getting to take my test. I mean, I booked it a long time ago, but, you know, you gotta wait till they can get you in.
Yeah, so day one was just everything was inside. Sit at the tables. We introduced ourselves. Got to meet the coaches of the class and everything. And we went over our basically the book that we was going to be learning out of for the next couple days. So it was very pleasant. Got to meet a lot of new riders, and actually got really cool with a couple people. But day one was inside, just going over the books and stuff like that, and a lot of talking, a lot of questions, just basically preparation for learning how to use the motorcycle. So that's what day one covered a lot of, but it was just like, it was pretty cool, and yeah, it was great. It was great.
Pretty good.
Yeah, so day two, the first part of the day, we were inside, and we were going over, recapping a lot of what we talked about, a lot of, the different things that were in the book that we discussed, the things that we learned in day one. So the beginning of the class, we did all that. and then we took our written test. Well, it was multiple choice test. It was like 50 questions, and everybody passed. I think it was like 12 of us total. 4 of them being ladies, and everybody passed the test, man. It was awesome. Everybody did great. I think it was like only a couple questions missed between everybody. But everybody did really great. So everything that we had talked about in day 1 and a little bit in day 2, we wound up taking the test about the middle of day 2. And for the remainder of day 2, we were actually outside getting familiar with the motorcycles. They had us on 250cc motorcycles. The white ones were like V-Stars, had a couple Suzukis, and then they had like one Honda. The 250 motorcycles, man, no power, but it was fun though. It was fun, just getting to, bond a little bit with people, other people who were coming into it, and all of that. I came into the class already having some riding experience. I had already been riding, obviously you guys see me in the video riding to the class. But I came into it with already some riding experience. It was like maybe 2 or 3 other people in the class that already had some riding experience. Everybody else was zero experienced riders. But everybody was doing very good in the beginning. But 3 out of the 4 girls that were in the class did not make it. They did not make it. And I felt bad for them. But they got their chance. They're going to get their chance to come back and work on the things that they were messing up on. But they're going to come back. So that part is great. I just don't like seeing people dreams, and hopes and things like that get crushed, especially when someone's excited about it and they go out and they buy, gear and all those different things. They go out and they buy, and they're all excited, and it can be hard for some people who have zero experience to show up to a class where you have to learn how to ride a motorcycle, learning how to make turns on a motorcycle, just learning everything, and everything's being crammed in your mind, in your brain in like 3 days. That's a lot of information to process. And so that's why I went ahead and got a head start, and that did help me. So that was great. But a lot of the exercises, in day 2, again, it was a lot of the things that we talked about in the book. But it was a lot of, feather in the clutch, friction zone, just learning how to be a smooth operator of the motorcycle. And that's what it was, a lot of turns, stops, learning how to swerve, progressive braking, quick braking, and if you're someone who's already been riding, it was reprogramming just a lot of the things that you were doing wrong, and helping you learn to do things right, like just turning your head in your turns, controlling the motorcycle with your body, and it was great, man. It was a lot of things that I did not know that I learned in the class. It was a lot of helpful information. We learned how to do just a lot of different things like U-turns, just S, you can see the S thing right here. We had to learn how to ride inside of that. It was just a lot of great things that were taught that is going to help you out on the open roads. So yes, I do recommend people would take the class, take the course. But anyway, of course, I was acing a lot of the course, a lot of the things that they threw at us. I was acing them. Like a lot of the things that I struggled. Well, one of the things that I struggled at really was just weaving in and out of the cones at slow speeds. Just harder to control the motorcycle at slow speeds for a beginner. Because even though I had been riding a month, I'm still a beginner. And I didn't go in there with I already know what I'm doing type of mentality. I went in with an open mind, like ready to learn, and I believe my coaches saw that. Well, actually, they did say that at the end, that everyone came in with an open mind, and me having the experience that I had already, I went in with an open mind, just like ready to learn. I threw ego aside. I threw a lot of things that I thought I knew to the side. And of course, there's some things that they didn't have to teach me. Like they didn't have to teach me where the clutch was at, where the brake was at, the speedo and the tachometer and all those different things, rear brake, like not using your front brakes in the curves and stuff like that. Like those are a lot of things that I did know already. I did know already about, turning your head, left when you want to make a left turn, turning your head right, target fixation, a lot of those things. Yeah, I already knew, and here's day 3. And so day 3, first we did some practice things, a couple U-turns and things like that. But then after that, it was testing time, and it was actually time to take the test. And I think at this point, we're actually getting tested on, like your U-turns, stand inside the cones, stand inside the boxes. This exercise right here in particular was the progressive braking, and they had a lot of leeway on us because it was drenching outside. It was like super wet, so because it was raining and it was wet, they wasn't expecting us to be perfect at it, but they still expected us to do a good job, which everybody did. Everyone who stayed, everybody, we all passed, and it was great. It was great. But anyway, day 3 was soaking wet, raining like really heavy. And the coach even gave us the option to like go in and, you guys want to go in, you want to take a break? Everyone's like, no, let's get it over with. Everybody on the team, I say the team, but everybody in the class, in the group, everyone was ready to get it over with. And everyone pretty much kept their anxiety in check for the most part, as far as like the testing part. Everyone did well. Everyone passed. I didn't miss any on my test. On the driving part, I missed a couple on the written part, but I didn't miss any on the driving part. So that was great. I was nervous, but I didn't miss any. But anyway, so I definitely recommend the class to you if you're a beginner. Don't let if you got a friend, someone who has taken the class and they've continued to progress and they've continued to learn and they got the techniques down packed, then let them teach you a lot of the things, but you're still gonna need that endorsement, so it's still gonna be great to take the class for the endorsement. But there's other ways of getting the endorsement. You can just go straight to the DMV and do it that way. Take the written test and do the driving things that they throw at you. So you can do it that way as well. But I'm glad I took this route because I learned a lot, and you guys can definitely learn a lot from this class. Some things I don't think I'm gonna use, just being honest. Like I'm not gonna be weaving in and out of cones and stuff like that while I'm out on the open road. But that exercise is mainly just learning to control the motorcycle at slow speeds. And so I do want to be a beast at that. So it was okay learning how to weave in and out, make short turns, and all of those things. The turning, of course, you're going to need the turning. And I think that's what I got the most out of this class was the turning part. Just like turning your head and body and all those different things that they teach you, and right here is actually where we're learning to do a U-turn and stay inside of the box and not put your foot down. And everyone was doing good. Everyone was doing good, actually. Just it's really hard to control the motorcycle at slow speeds, like I said, but everyone did a great job, I feel like. Because they all passed. We all passed. So, but it was great. It was great. I had a great time. I met new people I'm going to be riding with, people I'm going to be hanging out with. Yeah, so I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Like I said, we all passed. This is us, everybody going back inside to get our card certification so we can go to our DMVs and the places where you need to go to get your motorcycle license, get your endorsement. So I'm super excited about the class, man, and just passing. It was amazing. It was amazing. Shout out to everybody in the class that stuck with it. Everyone did great. Everyone did great. The coaches were awesome. This is the MSF course on if you're in Kansas City or in Missouri, either one. This is the one that's on Nolan Road that's ran by Jerry White and his wife. Man, I recommend them to anybody because just learning under them was very easy. They made it, the environment was like really, really cool. I just enjoyed everything about it. And I'm not saying that other classes and other people isn't that good, but I just know Jerry and Belinda were great. They were great. They were great coaches, great to learn under. So yeah, take the course, get your endorsement, and be safe out there, man. I thank you guys for watching. Drop a comment and subscribe down low. Thank you guys.
Let's go, let's go. Sometimes I feel like a superhero, breaking out of my chains